Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a step back because I don't even remember. I got the email, and you just need to tell me what your KPIs are, what you want to achieve.
No, I mean next time. Just,
Yeah, because we have to go through our PR agency. So I
Ah.
can't. Yes. So we've got corporate image on brief.
Okay.
So you just need to go through them, and then we set everything up, and then maybe
Sure.
get my boss in.
All right. Maybe
Rather.
just a write up.
Yes, even
Yeah.
that. Even that. We still have to. So that's why
Cool.
I asked for the list of questions so I can see, because there's certain things that I can't share, you know, the
Oh, I
media.
see.
Yes,
Okay.
that's why. Yeah. So right after this, I'll connect you to, I think it's Elma and Jennifer Crocker.
Okay.
And then they're very good. They've already got contacts within Media 24. And Suzanne was here last week or the week before. She met with someone. So
Oh, cool.
yeah. So you've got the inroads already. That's going to do features for us.
Mm.
So just so that it's aligned. So
Yeah.
that not one person. Oh, is it in the?
Just slightly. Liz, can I move your stuff?
Sure.
Oh, wait, no, that's fine. I'm just
Okay.
going to move your phone and then
Sure.
yeah.
Okay. Let me get my notebook.
No, it's fine.
Cool.
Is it something you actually...
And the glasses at the back, are they cool? No? Okay.
It's part of the whole thing.
Part of decor.
Yeah, that's fine. They're very clear and see-through, so it doesn't... It's just the papers and stuff.
Which is always quite distracting.
Yeah.
Feels like I have a lot of too much coffee.
Oh, you had a lot of coffee. I'm not on coffee.
If I always do it at 11 while I'm still fresh and not sluggish and...
If we're doing the intro later, then just still start on that camera like you're looking at it, and then just turn to your guest, and then we can
But briefly. But
yeah,
just
no,
briefly.
So you just start looking at the camera, and then when I give you the go ahead,
And then I move over.
Yeah, so as if you've said something, and then you just turned over.
And then I must look at her.
Yeah.
Okay, not the camera. Yeah. Now I remember that from the other ones.
So you do this a lot?
A few.
Whenever you're ready, Liz.
A few.
Whenever I'm ready.
Just begin. I'm running already, so
Are you closer?
Yeah. Why?
Good.
Why?
Get out your cassette.
Am I typical casa?
No. You're born ready. Do your thing.
I'm ready, Al.
Go ahead.
So today we're talking about scaling your business. When is the right time to scale your business?
Well, that's a great question. You know, it's around upscaling, it's around ensuring that you've got the right capacity, ensuring that you've got the right people. And you know, at the end of the day, you scale your business because of your consumer or your customer.
Yeah. So what does this include? Does it include hiring people? Obviously. So what are the steps that you need to take?
Okay. So first of all, in terms of scaling, it's normally a business that has grown to a certain age. It's normally a business that has a proved concept or product or service that they're supplying in the market.
Yeah.
And often you find that businesses that grow organically, for instance, let's use the wholesale and retail sector. You find that you're supplying 5 stores, for example, and now you've got capacity to expand into 10 stores.
Yes.
You need the delivery to be on point. You need to ensure that your invoices are paid at the right time. So it's around only involving or hiring people as and when the business needs it, but also when the business is ready.
Yes. And also talking about hiring people as part of upscaling, you would need to find the right people.
Absolutely.
And how does that work?
So having the right people is always around people who buy into your vision or your brand. You know, it's not just taking anybody off the street and giving them a job. And that really goes to skills development and training.
Yes.
You know, you've really got to invest in your people in order to capacitate them in order to perform the role or job description that you would like them to perform.
So that includes customer retention. So if you're going to upscale, so you were dealing with this group of 5 stores, how do you make sure that you don't lose that customer base while you're expanding?
The customer-centric or customer question is around how do you continuously know what your customers want? And that's really around talking to typically what she needs. I always say the customer is a she because typically the person in the stores, and that's quite a gender-specific term.
Okay.
And it's really around ensuring that you're giving what the customer needs, but also ensuring that you're on point with your trends. What's happening within your particular sector? How is the customer evolving in those trends? How are you innovating or improving your product in that sector? So it's all around being like what I like to say, at the pulse of what your customer is thinking, breathing, feeling.
Yes. So it's not just about now I have 5 stores, now I want to have 10 stores. So it's about spreading what you already have here and then have enriched and which adds value while where you're here, where you are. So you just spread that further. So it's not just about adding more stores. So it's not just about the numbers, in other words.
Absolutely. So we know that facts and numbers are very important. But if you think about how a business grows, so if you think about a Coca-Cola of this world and how it began, over 100 years ago, and if you think about a business needing to access market, so it's around what is your existing sector or market, where is your customer, because you're currently always chasing after that customer. Where is she going? What is she thinking about? And in that, you will find that the business will expand as the customer base grows. And it will also expand as to the customer need. So you find it's always based on where the consumer or customer is.
Yes. So just in closing, key pointers that you can give out for entrepreneurs who are thinking of upscaling their businesses.
Well, I think any entrepreneur, I always say, hats off to you, because it's not for sissies. And the first key pocket of excellence I like to talk about is support. Either you're supporting somebody that you can see is trying to get into your industry, or
Yes.
you are getting support from someone. And that can be through mentorship, it can be through giving an hour of your time, pro bono, etc.
Yeah.
The second is about scaling, which is what we've been talking about now.
Yeah.
So it's really around how do you take the existing product or service that you have and how do you multiply that? How do you double that? How do you triple it? And then the final, which is my absolute passion, is sustainability.
Yes.
The business has to be sustainable. And you think about an elephant about to take a seat, on a beach. It has to be timeless, and it has to be basically there, timeless. So when I talk about the Coca-Cola brand, which is a brand that I absolutely admire and study and research, it's around how does it continue to remain relevant from all those 100 years ago, and
Yes.
how does it continue to stay relevant for the next 100 years?
Just in closing, like real closing now, but just key thing when it comes to sustainability. What is that one thing that you need to do in order for your business to be sustainable? Whether be it you're upscaling or you're just working on the business at where it is.
I think you've got to be authentic. I think you have to have what I call, or anybody, any scholar in the industry, a unique selling proposition.
Yeah.
If you know that your community is in need of bread,
Yes.
and you know that most of those community members are traveling many distances to the shops to get bread, then you find that let's create a small bakery within the community. There you have addressed a specific challenge and you found a solution to that challenge. So entrepreneurship is for people that take the space and say, what is the immediate challenge? And I don't say problem. And how can I create a solution to that current challenge? And they'll always be there. You have people who look at a section and they'll say, that's completely something that's not my cup of tea. And other people who see it an absolute opportunity. What can we do? Same thing with recycling and waste. How do we create something that someone throws away, and how do we reuse that, and how do we recycle and make sure that
Make
it's
it
sustainable?
useful.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you're welcome.
That was too short. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Are
Great.
you happy?
Yeah, thank you.
Cool.
Thanks very much. I don't have any cards, but you have my details there.
I do. I don't
Okay.
have your cell number though on the email.
So I don't normally give my cell phone number out. It's not on the email. It's not even on the card.
I'll get it
Yeah, but you can share it with me once you,
once it's live.
yeah, once it's live, you can just show it to me. Thank you, Al.
Thank you.
What's your full name?
Alyosha.
Al Yosho. It means so
It's the
beautiful.
Russian
It is
equivalent
Russian.
of Alexander, I would say.
That's a beautiful name.
But not
I
Alexander
knew
the
it was-
Great.
Just say Alexander the Great. Then you can, have a proper conversation around the braai.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good. Thanks a lot.
I'll just quickly
Oh,
grab this
yes,
one.
of course.
Cheers.
Thanks,
I
eh?
think that's all.
Thank you so much.
My
Mashinda.
pleasure, Desiree. All the best. Okay.
No, just.
Are you done for the day?
I think this is
No.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
We're
just
going to
gonna
do
do
intro
intro.
and then we can wrap up.
Oh,
I'm just gonna sit for it.
Okay. Thanks a lot. I'll
Thank
see
you.
myself out.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for
Bye-bye,
coming.
Al.
Cheers,
Bye.
nice
Take
meeting you.
care.
You too. Bye bye. Cool. So you're on this camera.
I'm so not happy.
Why?
That was too short.
No, it was perfect. I prefer them these durations than 20 minutes. It's like everything you need to know in a nice space of time. No one's watching hours online these days. It was great. You don't have to worry.
No, it's that women thing. I'm so used to interviewing men.
Yeah, but she is hectic.
Is she?
She seems a bit. She's well mannered and thorough, but
Yeah, she's
you
got
don't
that.
want to get it. You can see you don't want to get her the bad side.
I'm so used to interviewing men. I need to get. She really threw me off. Shucks. Okay, so I don't even have the intro.
Cool. I'm just gonna check the song. You can just do a few takes
Okay.
if you want to.
So in today's episode, we are talking about upscaling your business. Huh? Huh?
Okay. Ready.
In today's episode, we are talking about upscaling your business and making sure that it is sustainable while you're at that. Yeah? No?
It's good, but you must always, before you ask me, turn to the guest. Like because otherwise there'll be a weird ending.
Before
Before
I end.
Before you ask me how you did.
Oh, cool.
Like end and then like.
Yeah,
turn
okay.
to it. It's easy
Cool.
to edit.
In today's episode, we are talking about upscaling your business and making sure that it is sustainable In today's episode, we are talking about upscaling your English. In today's episode, we are talking about upscaling your business and making sure that it is sustainable while you're at that.
Yeah, just leave a longer pause.
Before I turn to my guest.
Yeah, so like you finish and then you turn. And don't do quick turns. Just slowly.
In today's episode, we are talking about upscaling your business and making sure that it is sustainable while you're doing it. In today's episode, why is it so hard? In today's episode, we are talking about upscaling your business and making sure that it is sustainable while you are doing it. Nah.
You got to turn to look at your guest. Yeah.
In today's episode, we are talking about upscaling your business and making sure that it is sustainable while you are doing it.
Don't you want to say hello to your guest?
Yeah.
So turn
It's weird when I look at her and then I don't say anything. Okay.
Yeah, say, what's the name?
Mashinda. Mishinga.
Just turn and say, welcome, Mashinda. Or hello, Mashinda.
Okay, did you see how was my opening in the first one? Because it has a link with that. I mean, with her.
Well, why don't you turn and just ask her the first question?
Okay.
If you can remember it.
Okay. If I could, the same question I asked her.
Yeah, I know. Then that'll be the whole opening.
Okay, cool. I remember.
Cool.
In today's episode, we are talking about upscaling your business and making sure that it is sustainable while you are doing it. Mashinga, what does this entail? No.
That was cool. But just always
Look.
between the gap, that green screen and the wall. Yeah.
Cool. In today's episode, we are talking about upscaling your business and making sure that it is sustainable while you are doing it. Mashinga, what does this entail? No? That was not the question though.
What was the question?
The question was upscaling your business. When is the right time?
Okay, cool.
Okay.
After you've asked the question, even if it feels weird, like just carry on looking.
Okay,
Don't
cool.
look away.
All right. Straight like this?
Yeah.
Cool. In today's episode, we are talking about upscaling your business and making sure that it is sustainable while you are doing it. Mashinda, when is the right time to upscale your business?
Perfect.
That was good.
Yeah, that's the one.
Cool. You know when you got it.